appendix in a jar on my mantle.
Wow, they really shaved them good. Somebody got cleared away. Carter, stop back up.
Okay, on my way. Carter will speak.
Yeah, he was on again last night. Surgical interns are still covering all Dr. Gant's shifts.
Is that like a 90-hour week?
Oh, 95.
Got the pediatrics. Jerry, what is that all about?
Nurses and management are still at the table. Their contract expires at midnight.
Mark, paramedics believe a 35-year-old female respiratory failure.
30 calls. Hey, lunch?
We'll be buying a girlfriend deputy, right?
Yeah, the investigation is done. The nursing has a report.
You seen it?
No, they haven't heard anything on the grapevine either. How's she doing? She okay?
Yeah, claims she's fine.
Okay, Jeff, thanks.
Nothing yet. They're still at it. Oh, man, I do not want to walk the picket line. Not in February, that's for sure.
Hey, we stand firm.
It's easy for you to say. You've got a husband with a job.
Believe me, they'll settle. They can't run this place without us.
That's when the air traffic controller said we folks started parking cars for a little.
1, 2, 3. 37-year-old Downs patient, mother found her in bed in respiratory distress. Resp shallow at 30, BP's 100/50.
Okay.
Mom says she had a respiratory infection a couple of weeks ago.
Where's the mother now?
Gather up some of her stuff, says she fallen in her car.
2+ hitting edema.
Louise, I'm Dr. Green. You having a little trouble breathing, are you? Okay, we're gonna make you feel better, okay? All right?
Sweet, scared. Held my hand all the way over.
Louise, can you tell me what day it is? Can you tell me? Dr. Doyle, want to take a listen? Tell me what you hear. Judy, come hold it.
You bet.
CBC lights, EKG, chest film, O2, 6 meters.
So you have
S3 gal.
forum,
Indicative of what?
which forum government, which is law. Then you have recreational government, which is Olympics, national defense, just for a short list. If I were to list everything in every sector of the government, I'd be here for 72 fucking points.
Your mom is
And the list would be huge.
okay? Don't you worry.
And then government is politics for big people.
Human Resources, Carol, reviewed your incident report. And
Provincial is industrial and education. Regional is land and minerals. Protection is medical and truth studies. Forensics is fascist regime.
3 weeks you missed, your suspension will be deducted from your vacation time. And that's it? You prefer to public vlogging? You can start back today. You don't have to start back today.
No, thanks. I'm okay. I better get back to work.
I'm a limb.
You don't say it like it's a new strain of resistant bacteria.
What is it, like 5 hours long?
Forget it. Really, I wouldn't take you now to bed.
It's just, I never go.
And then the all-time ruler is mass numbers split by good and wrong.
You smuggle in the one where they like lop off all the men's heads at the end.
It's set in Paris with star-crossed lovers and artists.
So, hang on a second. I'm sorry. If you really want to go, we'll go.
And really, I wouldn't even discuss drugs. Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody has enough money to be doing that shit. But if it was legal, I still wouldn't be doing the shit. Though it seems tasty and wonderful, just like alcohol, it is just like alcohol. The ingredients, if it wasn't cut, are just like alcohol.
EKG shows ST2
Oh, boo-hoo, Amber drinks, but yet you bring a cokehead around? Yeah.
Hi, this is Cupertino.
And
How's Louise?
Not good. Her heart isn't pumping well and her lungs are filling with fluid.
Can I say hello?
Sure.
Hello, Louise. It's Mommy. Hi, Mommy. You okay, baby? You're not scared, are you? About some of the things, just to make her feel more at home, we just put this quilt on her. Make sure she's feeling warm.
so child care and adult care, being like disabled children care. Other than that, you have to go get a fucking job. Government funded. and it takes over 3 learning disabilities, you'd be like a mass fucking retard at 4 learning disabilities. You have to work if you have 3 learning disabilities. I know most people that are hotter than a cokehead that have 3 learning disabilities. And they do better for themselves and they're smarter. So
Her own medical decisions.
I'm her guardian, Louise. Make decisions on her own.
You are aware that Louise.
I am curious if they legalize it, if people that do cocaine will smarten the fuck up. Because they do. They come in and they're so excited all this drug and they want to have sex and like hook up and have all these fucking relationships and meet new friends. Really, you should like respect your surroundings and the people in it, but instead, no. And like people with 3 learning disabilities like have families and friggin' drive big trucks and own houses.
I was surprised I didn't see my name on today's schedule anywhere.
Now, does the drug actually make you stupider in 3 learning disabilities? It makes you sensitive. You stop listening. You stop learning too. I would know. I'd cut it.
Dr. Hicks, if you're asking if I can perform my duties adequately.
You don't see right either. Your deception is off. Like you said goodbye to yourself the moment that you caved to thinking you were going to be better, faster, stronger, smarter, better looking than somebody else. You don't even see yourself. Bad mistake. Bad mistake.
Dr. Casey, Dr. Doyle.
Echo shows left ventricular dilatation with an ejection fraction of 18%.
I have been trying to get elected to speak, and that's when I'm being really good. When I'm being really good, bad people come around because my friends want friends, and that's the worst thing about it. And I feel responsible for my friends because I haven't been hanging out very much lately, ever, for like a long time.
UNOS can't refuse to apply and patient on the list because of congenital.
I've been trying to get elected to speak, and I started growing my hair out. Was the little thing that I did. I've been working on my health with my skin.
First year resident, yes.
Why don't we just
But anyway, the homeless, most of them are like major disabled, and their family should have been there for them. They should have been like, oh, I have an uncle that's disabled and I've never met him, and like I was just a kid and he was homeless. I should go rescue him, but no.
If you have a problem with the decision,
like, or you're too pretty. You're too pretty to work with disabled people. What? And I'm not. You liar.
Cal, you back? Yeah, thank you, Jesus. Hey, y'all, Cal's back. Cal, you're back. Yes, running down.
And we missed you.
I didn't think we were gonna make it. Wow.
And the other homeless people that are homeless is by choice, and they're just like freelance fucking hippies, basically.
Oh, no, girlfriend.
And they do die in the weather. They're suicidal. Duh. Their ethics and methods and these so-called facts they came up with are make-believe. Their methods are inefficient. Their morals are horrible.
Expectations, but I'm fine.
I'm just gonna say goodbye to say goodbye. Holy shit. And their ethics, totally, they can't read. They won't read. They're so suicidal that it's probably both. They won't and they can't.
Good relation. Anything else? What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
The usual. 3 fried eggs, bacon.
Okay, so tell me, how am I supposed to interact with people?
I'm not gonna the exact same breakfast every day of my life.
Am I supposed to talk to hookers on like Plenty of Fish or something?
Vitals?
Talk to you? I had a friend named Mark with a C and he was cool. I don't know about you.
Fritz 53, Lycons 12.2.
You drinking enough fluids, Mrs. Jones?
It's about time that people heard what I had to fucking say, and like many people that would have never heard it if I was just talking to somebody in person.
Okay, I'm gonna call for the surgical colleague to come down and take a look.
Her reading's improved.
Louise? Feeling better?
For you.
Nice to share. Malibu Bobby was my favorite too.
I was kind of partial to Ken.
Yeah,
You don't like Ken?
too pretty.
I'm with you, Louise. Ken's trouble.
Louise, can you hold on to her for me while I do my work?
Okay.
She misses her friend. She got sick and had to move back into the house. It's been wonderful.
Okay, so forestry, landscaping, nursery, and the extra of like house plants and backyard patio plants.
Father even let her be an alternate
Well,
in church. Everybody else.
That to some people is like a recreational sport, and that's why it stays. And people like to bitch at people who buy floral for their backyard, that they're ruining the environment.
What? You're not gonna vote for me for all
That like makes no fucking sense, even when I say it.
like that.
Recognize any
So yeah, but anyway, regional
You miss me?
and provincial kind of go together on that one. So
This place is a mess. How you doing?
It's the 20th, isn't it?
So,
MCAT's this afternoon. You going?
that'll work.
All that saved up vacation time?
You know, it was a stupid idea. I mean, 4 years of med school, if I ever get in. All that debt, I'd be about 50 by the time I got out. What's the point?
I could bring you a coffee in the middle of the night to the Met Library. Teach you how to.
I don't know what language you're speaking.
Duh.
They need you upstairs in peace.
Okay. Think about it.
Connor, what do you think?
Get some food, you're on the screen.
Oh, me, no, that's
Ansel, why? No, I paid Dr. Hicks.
Right answer. He dragged down all the surgical rounds down.
okay, and
Well, basically, Dr. Ansel, I'm sorry to have dragged you all the way down here. I actually called Dr. Hicks just for a consult.
Dr. Hicks is in surgery. We were on the prowl for an interesting teaching case. Heard that you
So I
had
guess-
surgical abdomen.
the reason why
At least that's my suspicion.
Pain,
Plants,
abuse,
industry,
very little tenderness to palpation.
plants would be industry but not
The,
government.
chest film show
I'm gonna write that one.
bifacial diffusion.
How
Bowels
come?
heard on auscultation. Would you consider this a surgical patient, Dr. Edson?
No, I bet on CHF. Yeah, but I was more concerned with the CBC.
Previously diagnosed atrial fibrillation. Her diet? I'd assume that she went into fib or ate a salty meal. That was enough to push her into congestive heart failure, as demonstrated by the rowels and chest effusions. The diffuse abdominal pain is probably due to congestion in the liver, secondary CHF. In other words, boys and girls, congestive heart failure, secondary to AFib. Wouldn't you agree, Dr. Carter?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Dr. Pomerantz available.
And you are?
Mark Gray from the ER.
She knows you. Yes, Steph, I do. Okay, hi.
Got a minute?
No guys from anywhere.
You're on the committee that evaluates prospective transplant patients?
Yeah.
I have a patient dying downstairs, Louise Cupertino. Dr. Casey tells me that she was denied access to the US list. Casey says he wanted to do it, so it doesn't sound like she was excluded for medical reasons.
What do you want, Mark?
There are 5 people on the committee. Casey's already a yes. If I can get you and one other person to sign on, Louise can get in the part.
Our decisions have to be unanimous. But I'm the one to turn Louise down.
Why?
Do you know how many people die each year because an organ doesn't become available for transplant? 3,500.
She had a job, an apartment, a mother who loves her, is her life somehow less valuable than a businessman with a wife and kids and a 2-pack-a-day cigarette habit?
Don't patronize me more. I agonized over this. Louise has an IQ of 40. She can't comprehend the surgical lists. Yes, she had a job, sure, but she was always late. Do you know why? Because she doesn't know how to tell time. How is she going to adhere to the rigors of the post-transplant regime?
Her mother will make sure she gets her meds, get her where she needs to go.
She's a 120-pound, 8-year-old now. We do the operation, assuming she doesn't die for lack of post-operative care. She's in a state home in 2 years. And her mother is adamant she might end up in a home.
Those are all bureaucratic, perfectly logical reasons we give ourselves so that we can sleep at night. Louise can make people smile, she can laugh, cry, touch, hold someone. I'm an 8-year-old, and if she never grew a day older, I would still cherish every moment we spent together. It's not our place to decide whether Louise lives or dies. She has as much right to be here as you do or I do. Kima, don't let her die.
Before I attach this to points,
I love this. I used to reading my sandwich to try and find out what I needed.
Where's your sense of spot today?
This is what I meant.
Romance.
It was gross.
So this is your report. We'll use this one as our report as we make the diagonal double package.
I was wrong. You're very romantic. You're very spontaneous. And you're very crazy, so please put your parka on before you cease to bed.
I'm fine.
You can't be fine. It's time to sleep there.
I think we should have some. In fact, I think we should have a lot.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, sure.
This isn't a joke, right?
No, it isn't. Gee, Blake, would you please sleep with me?
Hi, what you doing?
Her breathing's worse. The rest of the 36.
How's the pain? And it hurts.
Dad,
Hi. Who are you?
her daughter, Yolanda, she's so stoic. If she says it hurts, it must be awful.
Okay, let's take a look.
Oh,
I didn't do a very accurate graph even, but
We need to order repeat CBC.
it didn't have to be accurate. Okay, so
No. Call Dr. Hicks. Don't page your caller. When you get her on the phone, tell her that I need her down here right away.
My fiance's been begging me for years to get this thing taken off.
Betadine?
I'm not very religious, but her family, oh boy, they wouldn't even consider letting us get married if I didn't convert. Whoa, stuff's cold. I probably wouldn't have started dating her if I'd known this was going to be part of the deal.
Lidocaine? I'm going to fill a small prick in the area that I'm going to anesthetize. Please, do not move.
oh, good. You haven't started yet. I have 3 eager pre-med students visiting today from Evanston. I thought they might enjoy watching you perform a circumcision. Don't mind us, sir.
I'm converting to Judaism for my fiance.
You must be quite a girl. Dr. Hicks.
Got a phone call from the ER.
Peter, make them feel welcome. You're in very capable hands.
Number 15, Blake.
I'm Dr. Ross from the ER. Someone paged me.
I paged you. Hi, Samantha Ewing. I got a CF kid up here, Jad Houston, know him?
Yeah.
And he's been on respirator last couple of weeks at his mother's request.
No more I'm on it.
Yeah, well, today's his 18th birthday and he wants off.
So why page me?
He wants you to be the one to do it.
I know, I'm not kidding. Happy birthday, Jane.
Jad's first act as an adult was to sign a DNR and demand we remove him from the respirator. I explained the dangers to him, but he's insistent.
You still sure?
I've explained to him that with the advanced nature of his disease and the number of weeks he's been dependent on the machine, his
He's unlikely to live more than a couple of minutes. Something you might be able to talk him out of it.
Which is Title One.
So
PCR 238.
I put here that
Which what you really want.
like nursery stuff, like it's a big, I broadened it, I just shortened it so it's broad.
Yes.
I shortened it so it's broad. So nursery, I put it's a support business and a green leaf, which is like wholesome. It feels good. It smells good. It's awesome.
You know the drill, right? You count to 3. And you take a deep breath and you blow out water.
And industry reasons, I'm gonna put up here like why nursery would be a little bit funded by industry.
On 3. Ready? 1,
2, 3. Blow, 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 blow.
It's chemical use and supply and demand. And then it's exhausting. I always find graphs exhausting. Well, there's so many you can do, and you have to pick the right subject, or else you're gonna look like a fucking idiot.
Pain was banned and diffuse, belly wasn't too tender. She takes the Joxin for a previously diagnosed atrial fib. Rawls, chest x-ray show basal or infiltrates bilaterally. Dr. Ansbach came down for a consult and he diagnosed congestive heart
Okay,
failure with
so-
diffuse abdominal pain due to congestion in the liver secondary to CHF. He gave him 40 Lasix.
It's a good story. What's the problem?
I think Dr. Ansbach is wrong.
Page Dr. Anspaugh, please. I think he's still eating lunch with Dr. Weaver in the lounge.
Get him quickly. You have a better story.
Mm-hmm. Her abdominal pain is worsening. Her respi's up to 39 and she's acidotic. But she came in here, she was dehydrated. So why was there fluid on her lungs? And the pain isn't
So
really explained
supply
by
and
congestive heart
demand
failure. It doesn't all add up.
is a 5
I'm thinking that she's suffering from
6
atrial fibrillation, which puts her at risk
or
of developing
7
clots,
depending.
fluid embolus, and
Chemical
evidence
is
for
always
What the hell is going on in here?
Try to believe you diagnosed this patient incorrectly.
3,
Her pain is
6.
worsening. Her
9
respiratory
in
39,
business
and she's
rate.
acidotic. CHF made sense at the time, but I believe she has ischemic small bowel disease secondary to an embolism in the mesenteric artery.
Support business is 1
Story.
Damn.
or a 10.
All right, normal saline, 200 cc's per hour.
In green leaf, it's wholesome is a 5
An operation? Yes, but she's gonna be
or
just fine.
a 4 or 5.
Dr. Ansbach, can I assist?
Assist, you're gonna do it.
Perform an embolectomy?
Damn right. The only one around here today seems to know what the hell they're doing.
I might have to look up some stats and numbers.
No, it's not.
I'll just make it up. I'll just like make like, one that's
Yeah.
just like if you bought 3 plants that were $5 kind of thing.
Say hi to Dr. Green.
And then use the taxes, which is
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
What they say?
5%. Mom, how much are taxes?
Psych feels that she's
On what?
incapable of handling the post.
GST,
I
PST.
don't think the mother's gonna be around. long
GST
enough.
is, or PST is 7 and
She could go to a group
I
home.
think
She takes
GST
classes
is now
like Glenn Kirk.
Okay, I had it right.
Mom, there's one in a home, and she has guardianship. But they're called Loyola and Rush, they both have transplant centers. Maybe we can get them to get her on the list.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
Dr. Doyle is Dr. Pomerantz.
Okay.
She's one evaluated Louise.
Hi, Louise.
Hi.
How you doing?
So if you buy 5,
She's doing better.
4,
She's
3,
out of
it's
You need
15,
to put this down.
and then
Transplant
buy
candidate registration form. I can't get her on the network again.
5.
Casey filled out most
So
of it, but I need
2,
today's
3,
history so that I can rank her. So you have to get this back to me as soon as you can, okay? Nice meeting you, Jen.
first point. And that's on a 3. I'll label it a 3 because it's fertilizer is a low chemical. It's not a 6, not a 9. It's a 3.
You come and go. You take off during the day, you do whatever the hell you want to do, and you come back at night, we have a gift.
And then in there, I'm gonna write bought
PT to pound your chest in the morning.
Thanks.
5,
Not
4,
uncomfortable. You might even
$3.
squeak out a couple extra weeks. I see.
Say, no thanks.
So supply and demand.
No deeper number. That is my home number. Call me.
Yeah, 5 and 3. On a 6.
Where are you going?
Anywhere but here.
6. Supporting business. If it's making money, it can't be over 7, but like plants are the highest selling product. Yes. It's a fact.
Sorry, doctor. The rate in the cafeteria, whatever you indicate they have.
I did the numbering wrong on my graph. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You get anything else?
Current employees are protected, but the hospital won the right to replace existing RNs with unlicensed technicians through attrition.
6.
So in the future, I'm afraid. Hey, come on, Dr.
No, no.
I'll get the next one. I'll get the next one. You think, Carol?
That's away. She changed her mind about working today. Went home before noon. Okay, what's your script?
Thanks.
And this is a 4 on Greenleaf because a 5 would be trees. And actually, Greenleaf it goes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 because you can sell whole trees and stuff.
Louise's mother, she wants to sign
Forgot about that. But that's a 4.
Jason was just down here.
They're usually perennials. House plants. They could disappear in a house fire kind of thing. And the insurance of it all. A 5 would be what they sell in the grocery store. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
I couldn't see the ways, but I could see the doctor. He was frowning and snapping his fingers over the back of the neck. And they took her away before I had a chance to see her. I thought maybe she died. Maybe that umbilical cord had gotten wrapped around her neck.
It's a 4.7 this year, right? The economy.
Put me in another room with mothers with their babies, and I waited there for hours until the doctor finally came back and he looked really bad. He told me Mrs. Mongoloy. He said that I should put her in a state hospital and never ever see her again.
She will die if she doesn't have this operation.
We all died. This has been the light of my life for 37 years. God bless me. This wonderful girl, and I wouldn't change a thing. I'm going to get much longer. And I'm her whole life, just as she's always been.
They're group homes, places where she can make friends, enjoy life, even if it's only for a few more years.
I went to a home 20 years ago. When my husband died, and I was afraid that if something happened to me, who would take care of Louise. And there were women there like her with Downs, wandering around half naked. They didn't even know their own names.
Am I going to calculator?
Couldn't replace the place like that. I say, people, if my daughter dies, you lose. But I'm not afraid of death. Jesus is there waiting for us to hold us and bring us into the light, to show us the kingdom of heaven.
I think I messed up where I put the numbers. Shit.
Next, angels, she belongs. Because she's me. My angel.
You? Mesenteric embolectomy. Who's doing it? Dr. Carter. Dr. Carter? Just rolled it 1
Right.
3.
Years, yeah.
God, we have something open.
We're putting in a porta catheter used to
Yeah.
Should you pursue a career in surgery, you'll perform this
Oh,
procedure
I'll come look.
dozens of times in your first year of residency. And this can be done in a patient's room, but you need to check the position of the catheter with the fluoroscope. Does everyone know what a fluoroscope is?
Okay.
This is a fluoroscope.
Dr. Benton, can I feel Debbie? We can use her in our
What's going on?
Dr. Carter's performing a mesenteric embolectomy.
By himself?
Anthony Hickler supervising.
I have to fucking do everything the hard way.
Score. Bulls are down by a 1.
Oh. So I let a kid with CF in the hospital today. He's 18 years old. Went off to die with his girlfriend. I need my help.
Is there anything you could have done for him?
Not really.
Trying to get a CHF patient with Downs on the UNOS list for heart transplant.
What?
Mother wouldn't sign the surgical release.
Find a couple of doctors. We are.
Remember when we were going to change the world?
No, I was always in it for the money. All right.
You want to grab pizza?
No, I can't. I gotta be someplace.
Anybody I know?
No, just helping out an old friend. See ya.
Hi.
Are you ready to go?
For where?
Go to Rick Morton's and then Lavo Inn.
I already told Carrie that we couldn't use tickets.
I told you you were alone.
But I'm not dressed.
We'll stop by your place.
We'll be late.
If we miss a little bit, you can tell me what happened.
And what about the basketball game?
Taking it.
You know, Greg, you don't have to prove anything to me.
I don't?
I mean, this has all been pretty fast. You know, we can slow it down, make sure it's right.
So this means we don't have to go to the doctor.
No, seriously. Can we just slow it down?
Oh, I wasn't even doing it right anyway.
Sure.
Okay. Hey, what are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
Moving right along?
Oh, wow. So you took it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Well, I knew a lot more than I thought I would. There were a lot of people taking it. Kids. Felt about 100 years old. They all seem so confident and smart. I guessed a lot.
I bet you.
Is your day okay?
Oh, yeah. Stayed in my eyes as usual.
Have you seen my mom lurking around here at all?
No, I banged on the door. No one answered.
Well, you want to come in? I'll make you some coffee and some eggs.
No, I can't. I'm up early and go home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, I know everyone's worried about me, but I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, I was scared in that store, but I'm okay now.
So why'd you go ahead and take it?
The MCATs? For me? Just wanted to see if I was good enough.
So the answer is just because 114 people in 1,000 people care about plants and nursery and replanting the forest. But then when you actually get the actual stats, about 300.
I love the smokes.
These are actual stats. When you get the stats on how many people care about replanting the forest, it's 300 in 1,000. And they're all fucking rich. Oh, the tree founders, they don't care. I have no fucking idea.